So before I start this video, I just want to say that I do appreciate everybody who allows me to basically stream full time and do what I like to do for a living. So I do appreciate that before I start this video. I needed to say that because I appreciate the crap that I can play FIFA for a living. So I just want to put that out there. But I do have a few things that I want to get off my chest and tell you guys, and hopefully you guys do understand what I'm saying when I tell you these things. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is that there is something wrong with FIFA. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, like, oh, you're not enjoying the gameplay for what it is, all that kind of yada yada stuff. But I'm dead serious. There is actually something wrong with this game. So a lot of you guys already know that I usually complain a lot in my streams when I talk about FIFA in a general sense, like the gameplay aspects, the stuff that you can do in the game, all that kind of stuff. I used to complain about lag a lot too, but I kind of fixed the whole lag issue, so it's not really a lag thing anymore. I just wanted to say and put out there that there is something wrong with the gameplay in FIFA 16. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about the way that they kind of wanted to make the game, because if you play offline, the way that it is offline is the same way that it is online if you play with someone who has a good ping. If you guys don't know what a ping is, it's basically like a connection between you and your opponent. If you have like 30 or 40, you're good. You're going to be playing in a game that's solid. It'll probably have some lag spikes every so often, but necessarily it won't really lag your game that often or destroy your experience or whatever. So what I just really wanted to say is that there's something, and I keep stressing this, I'm going to keep stressing this in this video, there is something wrong with the gameplay in this game, because people need to understand Ultimate Team is usually faster than what it is in offline, right? It's usually faster. See, now the problem is that when you play this game online with good connection, because I've actually tried it with good connection, 20, 30, 40 ping, it still sucks. Now, when I say that it sucks, understand what I'm talking about, guys. I play a lot of games on FIFA. I think I've already played like 500 matches on this game by itself, and I'm probably gonna reach more heights because I stream it for a living. I play the game for a living, but I do think that the game can be improved. Now, when I'm talking about gameplay, people need to understand that the reason why I complain about it is because, like, how when you have to adjust to a new game for what its new game mechanics are, it's not about that. It's about it not feeling right. And the reason why I tell you guys this is because I have played this game at its full potential, what it's supposed to be like. Now, we're not talking about online connection, because I figured out that it's not online connection, because I face people who have, like, again, 20, 30, 40 ping, and it still doesn't feel right. But for some reason, this doesn't happen every single night. At nighttime, when I play this game, it actually feels amazing. And when I say amazing, don't get me wrong, because like I said, it doesn't happen every single night, but it happens with like very specific games that I play, that when I'm playing, everybody just feels right. And don't get me wrong, because I've lost and I've won in good gameplay and bad gameplay. Sorry. I've lost in good gameplay. I've lost to 2 or 3 guys who were superior, just great players all in all. There was a guy facing the FUT draft final once when the gameplay was at its top potential, and it was the finals. He should have won, and I beat him off of penalties, lucky. But the gameplay was like, you can't say perfect, but it was really good. The thing that people are not getting is that this game, it changes, okay? I don't know what it is, guys, anymore, because I used to stream and I always thought it was like the lag. I thought it was something that had to do with the lag. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pick up a new router, and I'm gonna get a router that helps me figure out like what the ping is between me and my opponent is, and I'm gonna see if that helps. It did help in terms of the lag. The lag doesn't happen if I go into a match that has good ping. By the way, is the matchmaking in FIFA, I don't know if nobody's playing this game or not, but like, you literally can't find anybody even with this router, so it's kind of crazy in a general sense. I found people who are 20 and 30, 40 ping. There's no lag. I'll be playing in the game and there's no lag. but the gameplay itself is not right. And the only reason why I say it's not right is because I've already played this game when it is right. When, because this we're talking about online. We're not talking about offline gameplay, because offline is usually slower than Ultimate Team in general, right? We're talking about the actual online experience of this game. There is something that changes. I don't know what it is, because I obviously it's not connection anymore. It's not, because like I said, the games don't lag anymore, and when I press A, it presses A. But just because it presses A doesn't mean that the gameplay is actually right. Now, when I say this, you guys need to understand, because in this game, there's the fake shots, and then there's the ball rolls. Those are the kind of skill moves that are like really, really good in this game. One thing that I usually tend to do when the gameplay is actually good is one thing I tend to do is I tend to do a driven pass to one of my players. He stops the ball in place if the driven pass is made correctly, if it's made correctly. Because I understand that sometimes it's very hard to control and stuff. But if made correctly, they control the ball properly, and as he touches the ball, I can do a fake shot. What this does is it basically gives you this acceleration, right? It allows you to accelerate with the ball as it's stopped in the foot. If you can do that in the game, you're almost there in terms of the game, like the good gameplay. When I say this, I mean, like, there was a day that I was streaming, and I passed the ball to a man. This is the first minute or first 2 minutes of the game. I already know if it's gonna be good or bad. Okay, I gave the ball to a Bumyang, and then I did a fake shot with him. Understand that the general feeling of the game is changed, okay? Because this has even happened to me before. When I was in a game, right? And let's just say it's 8, 9 o'clock like my time, which is like Eastern time, right? Let's just say it's like 8 or 9 o'clock my time. I had a game once, right? Where in the first half, right? It was like the way it's been recently, like even with no lag, it doesn't feel right. The gameplay doesn't feel right. But then somewhere in the 55th or the 60th minute, it changed. And I'm telling you guys, this is not a mentality thing. If people have already noticed this, you're not crazy, okay? You're not crazy, because this is an actual thing in the game. Now, there have been times when I've been streaming, and I've been streaming until nighttime, and every time I tell my viewers, I'm like, guys, the gameplay might be really good at nighttime, and it doesn't have to do with the actual connection anymore. It has nothing to do with the connection between you and your opponent. At least that's what I think, because I'm facing people with like 20, 30, 40 ping, and it still doesn't feel right during like the daytime and stuff. But for some reason, during some night times, the gameplay changes for the better. It actually gets better. When I receive the ball, I can do a fake shot. I can hold L trigger and not only shield the ball properly, but I can dribble with the ball. The moment I move the thumbstick, the moment that I move it is the moment that it like moves my player. And that's when the game becomes a really, really good game. Like, I'm telling you guys, like people who have been in my streams, who have seen me play through the bad gameplay, and then at nighttime I said, guys, I think it changed, like, and it's good. I'm telling you guys, I freaking love this game. Like, I love it. It is so much fun to play. Like, you guys don't understand the fact that it's small things that make such a big difference. Like, in this game, like how I taught you guys in the finishing tutorial, you guys have to like sometimes do this extra touch in order to finesse. You have to do that extra touch in order to finesse. When the gameplay is good, the moment you move your thumbstick, the moment you do it, is the moment they do that slight touch that helps you so much in order for you to position yourself to actually score. Your defenders, you're holding L trigger. Holding L trigger doesn't make your players slide, because when it's like, I guess, bad, right? Because even with the 20, 30, 40 ping, it just doesn't feel right. They slide. It's like they slide on the field, right? But when it's good, they don't do that. They move really smoothly left and right, and it's amazing. And the reason why I keep stressing to people, why I keep talking about this, is because I really, really like this game when it's good. When it's good, it is so much fun to play. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I think when it was really good, I probably played a maximum of 30 or 40 games in this entire FIFA that it was good, and it was like it would like I'm telling you guys, it's something because like my brain even like like it heats up because like I'm thinking so quickly, right? I'm doing a fake shot, it's doing it. I'm doing a cut, it's doing it. Like everything that I'm doing, it's doing, and it's like it's a really really amazing game. And it's not the same as the offline. It's not the same as the offline at all. It's it's just better. It's just that moment that it becomes good. This game is amazing, but there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong for it to be good. Well, for me, it's happened at nighttime, and there's don't get me wrong. There's been certain days where it's like 6, 7 o'clock. It's been good too, which is weird, right? It usually doesn't happen. And trust me, this isn't really an excuse for losing because I'm telling you guys this. I have like over 400 wins right now, and I'm telling you that only 30 or 40 of those games were actually at the top-notch quality. And in those 30 or 40 games, I have lost to people who are better players than me. They were great players, right? If not better than equal, you know? And that's when the game is really really good. But for some reason, and I don't know what it is, I can't solve this anymore because it's no longer lag. It has to do with the actual gameplay for it to just change like that. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. It changes by itself, right? That's the problem that I'm having. That's like where the stress parts comes in because every time I play in a game and it doesn't feel right, it bothers me because I'm like, it's supposed to feel right because I've played it when it feels right. I've already played this game when it feels right. People like Benzema, Royce, like the two teams that I made are like perfect for me, right? But when I play with those two teams on the best gameplay that it can be, I'm telling you guys, man, I can make plays left, right, and center. I can score goals left, right, and center. Sometimes I come across some people who are just really good players, and it's so much fun to play because the gameplay is good, and then like you're both good or you're both equally skilled at the game, and it's just so much fun to play. But I don't know what happens with this game as to like why it changes. I don't know why it does. I have no idea. That's the problem, right? That people do not see. That's where it's at, okay? People who are saying like, "Oh, I'm making tackles and they keep getting the ball back." That's 50-50 because even on good gameplay, that still happens sometimes. It depends on the situation, you know. The biggest thing is receiving the ball, doing a command, and they take an extra touch. People do not understand how big of a deal that actually is. When you receive the ball and you do a command and they don't do that command you're doing at first. They dribble the ball first, right? Once that happens, you know the gameplay is not right. You know that it's not right because I'm telling you guys, there are times where like I can make the nice plays when it's really good, and then when it's really bad, I notice it because I'm like I can't play the way I want to play right now because it's not letting me. It's not letting me control the players I want to play. There's nothing wrong with the actual, like let's just say for instance because offline is the way it is, right? Offline is the way it is. I don't play offline for me sucks. I'd rather much not play it. I don't like playing career mode. I don't like playing any of that stuff. But ultimate team, when it's good, it is a really good game. Like I'm telling you guys, probably one of the best FIFAs that I've ever played, if not the best FIFA that I played. We could take things into account like the speed dribble. I know that the speed dribble is annoying. Speed dribble is still also a thing when the gameplay is really good, but it's more controllable, right? Because the way you're defending with your players, you can hold L trigger in the right way. You can hold it so that like you can face your players to have some sort of acceleration when they move, right? They move quickly. It's like I don't know how to explain it. Like when you're holding L trigger when it's bad, it's so sluggish. With the way they turn, it's like they have to like push their body to turn, right? But when it's good, they just do it. They just do it so smoothly. So it's easier to control. Another thing that people talk about a lot, the passes. The passes happens to me too, man. I'm telling you guys, it happens to everybody. We're all in this together, okay? The passes are very inaccurate. But again, let me tell you guys, the passes are more inaccurate when the game doesn't feel right than when it does feel right. Because when the game does feel right, Honestly, I don't, if there's gonna be there might be a few of you, there might be a lot of you that actually know exactly what I'm talking about, because if you've been in my stream, you know what I'm talking about. When the gameplay is good, you could admit to your own faults, right? Like that's one thing that I do. When the gameplay is good, I'm like, shit, I should have done this, I should have done this, I shouldn't have shot the ball like this. But when it doesn't feel right, you can't blame yourself. It's impossible. You can't just be like, oh wow, I suck. It's not like that at all. Like, but when it's good, I can actually put the blame on myself. And people who have watched me when I told them like, oh, it's actually good now, guys. Like I tell people like, oh, I should have made this pass. I shouldn't have made this pass. I should have crossed the ball instead of done this, because if I crossed this situation would have happened. Like I understand the way the game works completely, right? So every situation, I can almost guarantee that I can like at least do well when it's good. But when it's like when it doesn't feel right, it just it doesn't work, man. The passing plays that you want to do, the way the players shoot the ball. Another thing too, when you shoot the ball, the shot, the speed of the shot is actually slower when it's bad. And I noticed that too. It's slower. But when it's good, it actually feels like there's power into the shot and they're actually taking like a decent shot. And we're talking about players like Parolo with his left foot, his long shots, like all these different things. Like I said, guys, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is in this game, but I just want people to know that there is something wrong. Okay? There is something wrong, because the fact that in some nights the gameplay just feels so great and just so beautiful to play in. And the reason why I get off of it is because like I have to go to sleep, just like a lot of us have to go to sleep when it's like 1 or 2 o'clock. Like I can't continue because I stream the next day, right? But the thing is, man, is that there is good gameplay. The good gameplay exists. It's there. It exists. But it's super, super rare to play in, man. When you play in it, it's like my chat knows. Like when I'm playing in it, I craygasm. I craygasm like crazy. While I'm playing it, I'll be looking at the TV or the monitor just like this, and I'll just be like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, look at this, guys. Look, he actually did a fake shot. Oh my god. Like, it's small things that make such a big difference that people don't understand. This game is actually so good when it's at that potential, but when it's not, it's just so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. I rather much lose, and I've happily lost when it was good. Happily, I'm like, damn, guys, I couldn't do shit about that. Like that guy was just a legit good player. I couldn't do anything about that because he was just a good player in general. There's nothing I could do about that. But when it's bad, you can't. There's no way for you to be like that because you can't admit to your own faults. Everything that happens it's just wrong. The way they dribble, the way they shoot, the way you defend, everything. It's just the way the player moves. It's I don't know, man. It's been something that's been bothering me because I know that it's an issue and it's not like a mental thing, because I felt the same way last year too. Okay, the same shit happened last year where at nighttime the game for FIFA 15 was better than what it was during the daytime. I don't know what it is. It's not mentality. It just changes. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I'm never gonna figure it out, right? But I just know that there is some sort of coding or something wrong with the game for it to be very like weird during the day, and then during the specific nights for me it's amazing. Like I don't know what it is, and I just want you guys to understand that, because a lot of you guys who are having trouble with this game, who are not enjoying this game, believe me when I tell you that there is good gameplay, but it's so rare to come across, and that's why people are not enjoying this game as much. But that's all I wanted to say. I just want to get that off my chest. I'm still gonna stream FIFA. It's gonna be annoying, but hopefully they do fix it in the future. I'm not sure if EA will fix it. I just know that it has to be fixed, man. It's a thing that's so there, and you can't do anything about it unless EA fixes it themselves. And I don't even know if they know it's an issue, but I'm telling you guys, it's not a mental thing. It's an actual thing in this game for it to not feel right during certain times of the day. And then like those are rare occasions when it's good. It's mind blowing, dude. I'm telling you, I just have to let that go off my chest because it's crazy. It's crazy how it can just change like that. It's I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. But I just want to make this video to tell you guys that this is what you guys are complaining about, and this is what I'm complaining about. This is what we're all complaining about, okay? It's this aspect. It's the aspect of the gameplay not feeling right, okay? That's what it is. When it feels right, it's a great game, man. It's like probably the best FIFA I've ever played. But when it doesn't, which is 85% of the time or 90% of the time, that's where the problem lies, man. And that's where it's at. So that's it for this video today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry, I just wanted to like show this like rant because I feel like this is what EA needs to be focusing on, because they're gonna come up with a patch soon that has something to do with their actual online matchmaking, and I personally don't need it anymore because or it could be that it could be the online matchmaking. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I don't know what changes the gameplay for it to be bad to good. I have no idea, right? So hopefully the patch does fix things, but we'll see in time. Hopefully it does. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please drop a thumbs up on it, and I'll see you guys in the next video or the stream. Peace.